everybody, behind me is the 2018 Mustang GT that I finally get to drive. Been waiting for this for a long time. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this video as much as I enjoy making it. Let's get started. Alright, so first thing you'll notice is the front end, guys. This is the controversial part. Some people love it, some people hate it. But I'll tell you one thing, the videos, magazines do not do this car justice. You've got to see it in person, especially in this blue color. It is amazing, and I've pretty much fallen in love with this car already. The rear end of the car really hasn't changed much. It's pretty much the same as the 15 through 17 models. Normally I would say I would get the wing delete, but the little wing that's on here actually isn't hurting my feelings any. I'm kind of digging it. Alright guys, so this is what y'all been waiting for. The new 3rd gen 5-liter Coyote engine. Ford is claiming 460 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque. Now I'm going to tell you one thing, I think it's a little underrated. Something else you guys may not know about this motor, a lot of people are under the assumption the only difference is direct injection. Well, guess what? Wrong! This thing actually gets new high flow cylinder heads, a new crank which helps it run up to 7,500 RPMs, new camshafts, and the compression gets bumped up to 12 to 1. Yes, 12 to 1. Don't worry guys, if you're the ones that like slapping blowers on these things, it's very tunable with the direct injection. It's already been done. Alright, enough talking about it. I want to drive. Alright guys, so if you're familiar with the 2015 through 2017 interiors, nothing's really changed for 2018. But that's not a bad thing, because this is probably one of the best interiors Ford's ever put out. At least in my opinion. I mean, that's up to you to decide. The tester I have is the new 10R80 10-speed automatic. And after driving the 6-speed, I'll be honest, I'm kind of falling in love with the automatic, and I'm a manual guy, so that says something. This is actually co-developed with GM, and they have it in their Camaro ZL1. That thing's already proven to be quite the beast, so obviously it just makes sense to put it in the Mustang, right? Of course. This thing shifts so fast and so crisp, and just knows exactly the RPM that you want to be in. It's hard to beat. It does the work for you. Yeah, I know it's not the whole driving enthusiast experience of shifting your own gears, but this is significantly faster. Whoa. Alright, that brings me to my next point. The underrated horsepower that I think Ford has given you. 460. Well, let's run some numbers real quick. If you take a 15 through 17 Mustang GT, put a full exhaust on it, a tune, a cold air intake, and a Cobra Jet intake manifold, it will put down 435 horsepower-ish to the tires. Now, this car, bone stock, on the chassis dyno, put down 435 horsepower. Really? Alright, realistically, this thing is probably putting out about 480, I would suspect. Now, some may argue with me on that one, but I think that's pretty close and pretty accurate. Motor Trend has bested this car at an 1185 at 119 miles an hour. The trap speed alone should tell you how fast this car is. That is ridiculously fast for a Mustang GT. Not a Roush or a Celine or a GT500. Just a GT. Really? For the money, you can't beat it. Yeah, cars are getting expensive, but performance is going up, and it's just amazing what these cars can do. Even more amazing, what these 10-speed autos are doing. That never gets old. Alright guys, so the last Mustang I drove was actually a 2012 model, and that still had the live axle. Jumping into a car that now has the independent rear suspension, it is night and day difference. With the amount of horsepower this car has, it sticks to the road just unbelievably. I mean, I can't even put into words how well this car sticks. It's actually probably the first Mustang I've ever driven that wants to take a corner. Alright guys, so one more thing about this car. It has so many settings you don't even know what to choose half the time. It has different settings for your steering, normal, sport, comfort. You also have drive modes: track, drag strip, snow and wet, normal, sport plus. I'm honestly not even sure what half of these do. It'd probably take me a whole nother video just to figure it out. But I have a feeling once you figure all that out, you can have some real fun with this car. I'm having real fun with it now, and I don't even know how all this stuff works. Alright, now do I want to talk about practicality? Probably not. But for everyday living, this car is extremely comfortable. Leather seats hold you in nice and tight. Very comfortable there. Even got cooled seats. Nothing like having a nice cool butt in the hot summertime. So there's a lot of comfort things in this car that will make it a very nice everyday car. It's not ridiculous. It's not so obnoxiously loud. As a matter of fact, if we want to talk about loud, the exhaust note is amazing on this car. Even with a factory exhaust, it sounds great. And it's not even overly obnoxious, which, let's face it, some of these Coyotes can get. Now, as I was saying, with everyday living, I could do this all day, every day. That never gets old. Oh, jeez. I'll give a huge thanks to Kyle Danielson here at Apple Ford in Red Lion, PA, for lending me the car for the review. You guys are in for a new car, come check out her and her sales crew. Great bunch of people, happy to help. Alright guys, that's all I got for today in that Mustang. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell next to it so you know when the next videos are coming out, and I'll talk to you next time.